Hello everyone, this is Moncef Afkir, and thank you so much for joining me in this new episode of Being the Bridge podcast. And the subject today is how to stop comparing yourself to others. And I would like to start by talking about comparison in general and some of the reasons, or what can be a reason that can cause us to compare ourselves to others, feeling less than others or better than others. And many times when we feel that maybe we are less than others, that others are better than us, they can do things or achieve things that we are not able to. It can in general come from a feeling that there is something wrong about us, a belief that we need to do something big or special to be able to be worthy. We can feel shame about experiences from the past that we still have difficult time accepting about ourselves. And what happens is that the more we spend time in those stories that we create based on those beliefs, those the feeling of lack of self-worth, self-judgment, feeling ashamed of ourselves, it really makes it very difficult for us to feel how special we are, just the way we are, and that we don't need to do something big or something special to be special, because that's our nature. And also, if we see how societies are built, there is a lot of comparison. We can see that in the environment we grew up with, people we grew up with. Maybe sometimes parents, they compare their kids to each other. And also in the schools, there is comparison. And yeah, there are some systems that start to let go of that. But also because we grew up in comparing ourselves to others, because other people, they compared us to others, and based on that, they they give us a score. They judge us if we are doing good or not. And because we are used to that, we also start to behave in the same way, first toward ourselves and also toward others. And when we keep running those patterns over and over again, what happens is that it becomes very difficult for us to believe that we are special, just the way we are. And we become very demanding of ourselves. We may take some actions just to prove ourselves that we are worthy, that we can be loved, that we can be at the same level as others. And we may even take a whole life path just because of that. And many times it can happen unconsciously when we are not aware of those patterns that we are running. And also because in general, I believe that we treat others the same way we treat ourselves, especially those that are close to us. And then what happens is that we become also very demanding toward them. Take a deep breath. And one of the things that helps me, and that can help in general, when we start comparing ourselves to others, maybe we feel not worthy, we feel shame, self-judgment, or we don't feel ready because we see others, how they create their life and how things flow toward them and how they share their gifts, and we feel like we are not ready to share our gifts or share our light. So what what can help is to ask questions. For example, why I am feeling that way. And also be honest in the answers, because sometimes we don't want to face those aspects of ourselves that we judge. So we try to avoid them. But when maybe in the beginning it can be challenging, but when we practice it with time, little by little, when we try to face those aspects of ourselves, and by saying face, it's not like having that energy of fight. I need to fight that aspect and heal it. It's more a gentle way of having the energy of wandering, trying to understand ourselves in a gentle way, not in a judgmental way. And if you feel resistance, you can repeat, I am safe. I am safe just the way I am. And take some time to just take a deep breath. If there is some dense emotions coming up, just allowing them to run, just feel what is happening. And just seeing them from a neutral perspective. Those are just energies that are existing right now. And it's okay to experience that way, because life is about dualities. So sometimes things are flowing easily, are moving fast, and sometimes things are slowing down and they can be triggering. So it's more about trying to feel that as just an energy on its own. Take a deep breath. And when asking questions, it's not to get like the exact answer, but it's more about opening a discussion with your inner child, so they can feel that you are here for them. So it's not necessary there is no goal in it or end result. It's more about creating that space where they can feel safe, and then you can transmute those energies. And also, I've been saying that recently several times, is with time, sometimes like those shifts, they take time. So with practice, at some point we start feeling things are changing. The way we approach those dense energies, the triggers, the comparison start to shift with time. It's not like, for me, this is my perspective, it's not that comparing myself to others is something that I'm trying to control or to stop right away. It's more about loving myself enough that I don't need to do anything to stop the comparison, because I don't need to compare myself anymore, because the more I get closer to myself, I have more compassion, more understanding, and the more I don't have the need to be perfect. I accept that I am human like everybody else, and we don't see the whole story. Like online, when people, they share their story or they share their message, we don't see like all the human experiences that they are having, because in the end we are all the same and we all have challenges. So yeah, the more we have love toward ourselves, the more we don't need to compare ourselves to others. So it's that shift happens naturally. And then we realize, because the feeling that we are special doesn't come from comparison anymore. It starts feeling that it's something that is normal. I am special just the way I am, as others are special just the way they are, and they don't need as well to do anything to be special. And this helps to have a deeper connection with others, more understanding and compassion and love in the way we connect with others. Take a deep breath. And then we start seeing the uniqueness of every one of us when we share our light, our gifts, our message, when we create the things that we want. We don't do that to prove ourselves or as a comparison to others. And also we don't need others to follow the same path as us, because we know their path is special and everyone is creating a unique story. And we allow this diversity to coexist in a more loving way. So we understand that there is not only one path or one understanding or one kind of approaching things. It's like everyone has their own unique story and path. So so that was the message for today. I hope it serves you. I would love to hear your perspective. You can type it on the comments section. And if the message resonates with you, I invite you to like the video and to subscribe on YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, or Spotify. And so with that, I'm sending you so much love, and I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.